Hey, it's Mr. Allred, and we're going to work the practice problem number 5 for linear equations here. We're going to go through the solution. So, you should be getting pretty consistent here. The first thing we look for is fractions. And they are here. So when we look for the least common multiple of our denominators, all we see is a 7 and a 7. So we're going to multiply both sides by 7. So we're going to distribute that through the first thing, and it's kind of worth noting that this whole thing, even with the parentheses, is one term. And then we'll multiply it by the 11th, 7th, and the 1. So I've been writing this out in the same way, so let's be consistent. 7 times 6/7 times m minus 4. And then we'll have minus 7 times 11/7. That'll be equal to 7 times 1. So this is a great one because 7 over 7 cancels, 7 over 7 cancels. So what I have on the left-hand side is 6 times the m minus 4 minus 11 equals 7. And if you haven't been paying attention to the ones that start with fractions, after we multiply by that least common multiple, the fractions are gone. And I know how much you hate fractions. I know how much everybody detests working with them. So let's move on to my next step, which is in my hierarchy, getting rid of any parentheses, and we have a 6 outside of parentheses now. So we'll need to multiply it times the m minus 4, which is using a distributive property. So let's see, if I push that 6 in, I'll have 6m minus 24. I'll bring down the minus 11 equals 7. And then it's time to collect like terms. And I say that because I have some. So I have on the left-hand side a negative 24 and a negative 11. So let's see, I'll bring down the 6m, and negative 24 combined with negative 11 is negative 35. So 6m minus 35 equals 7. So now I need to add or subtract across that equals. So add, subtract to get our m's all on one side and our non-m's on the other. So my m's are already all on the left-hand side, so let's just move my non-m's to the right. So I just need to move this 35. So I'll be adding 35 to both sides. So that just leaves me 6m on the left. 35 plus 7 is 42. Ooh, I don't know what happened there. 6m equals 42. Then I need to go ahead and divide by the coefficient because there's something in front of the m. Divide by the coefficient. I'm hitting a button here, I don't need to. So I don't care what 6m is, I care what m is. So I'll divide by 6 to get m by itself. So in the end, I got m equals 7 because 42 divided by 6 is 7. So just as a reminder, if you want to check this, or you need to know what to do with that, you come all the way back to the original, put that 7 in for the m, and if you do your order of operations right, it should balance out, and you should get 1 on the left and 1 on the right. Thank you.